Okay, it is 9:07 a.m. It is Friday, March the 5th, 21, and here's the situation. So, I was out of day trades with TD and Media Trade today, and I just don't want to have that issue of trying to trade off the web platform with Charles Schwab. So, it was actually very quick. I'm actually pretty happy. I thought it was going to take forever, but I called with the number I was given the last time I called, and maybe I was on the line for 20 seconds, if not less. Very quick, very easy, and I just told them my account number, and I was given access to the platform, and they said after 5 minutes it should be all configured. So I'm just waiting for that. In the meantime, I'm just not gonna have the issue of not able to trade OTCs right now and then try trading off the web platform, which would be troublesome. So on top of that, with Charles Schwab, you can trade these OTCs for free, no commissions. Just stay away from the foreign stocks. Now, the issue is that I just don't know about the platform, which, I mean, that will be easy to figure out. And the only other issue to worry about is really I just don't know how well their execution is. So that could be an issue too, but it could also just be totally fine. I think I've heard one of the traders mention that they use Charles Schwab, one of the big traders. So I'll just have to take that into consideration, but I think it'll just be better than the web platform. And today's also the Life Mastery thing with Tim, so I might not even be trading today. I might just be listening to the Life Mastery. We have one listed stock up, EYES. This is a classic stock. It's have a crappy 14-day chart, somewhat crappy 2-year chart. It'll just be a watch for now. This one put up an inverse head and shoulders pre-market, which is good. It means that it could do one also after the market open. But what I've learned since yesterday is for stocks like this that are putting up higher lows, as this one actually is right here, somewhat putting up higher lows here, I have to watch and make sure that it's actually continuing that after the market open, not just pre-market, because it could just get sold off into the market open even if it looks strong pre-market. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll also be looking for number 5 setups. Otherwise, I think everything is good to go. Very happy that I was able to get that result with Charles Schwab very easily. Okay, it's 9:25 a.m. I think I have it configured, at least for now. They actually have this stock for sure. I'm not trying to short stocks, but I'd be surprised if Schwab has like these OTCs available for shorting. Anyway, I think I got it. I don't think I'm able to get rid of the level 2, at least for today. Maybe eventually I can find out how to configure this. I'd like it to be like Thinkorswim, where you have a buy the ask, sell the bid buttons, but I just don't have that opportunity right now because it's the time. And what I can do, however, is I can just trade with this. This will be fine. This thing also has an ability to trade with speed keys, hotkeys, but the issue is that they're OTC, so it's kind of hard to configure a quantity. I'd have to figure out exactly how they work here with Schwab, but EYES, I guess through all of that messing around, it looks like it's doing an inverse head and shoulders, but it's pre-market. Although I am able to trade now with IB pre-market very easily. Could have considered it. The wick there would have probably scared me. But yeah, we have another one. So we have inverse head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. This looks promising. It's not sold off since pre-market. It does have an ugly long-term chart, but it's a Friday. It could be a short squeeze too. So this is where I'm at right now. I'll be looking forward to considering trading with this, which I would say is much better. If I click there, it has like the order status and all of that stuff, so that's fine. Yeah, it's 3 minutes till the market open. Okay, just to quickly summarize, I'm looking at AABB. The only issue is that it's kind of late in the selling off. There's always been a lot of people on the ask selling, so I don't want to buy into that. I'd want to see a big change, something like what's going on right now, perhaps. kind of broke this range, maybe caused some max panic. The only issue is that we don't have any big people on the bid, and of course a lot of people are just chilling there on the ask. But if we keep seeing big volume purchases like this, it might not be too bad of a setup actually. Shoot, did it not go? I got filled. See if we break that big seller on the ask. It's already 183,000, but it could be fake size dropping, not the true size. 650 selling on the bid. $11 is the key level to break if it breaks it. The only thing we don't have right now is a big person on the bid. We have this 49K guy, but it's not as big as the ask. Now we have a bigger one on the bid, but we have some on the ask as well. More people are on the bid. A bunch at 11. Oh, we got a nice 454,000 bidder. Let's hope that one is real and it's gonna stick and keep pushing it up. Looks like a no on that. Oh, actually it's still there, but we're a little lower in the 11s than previously. The volume kind of dried up. I mean, it's a new minute, but we don't have the amount of people on the ask as we did previously, and we still have that 400,000 bidder. I'll be selling if this thing cracks 11, I think. Alright, looks like I'm out at 11. I don't know if I made a profit or not. If it says I bought at 11.6, that would be pretty bad. That would be a small loss. It looks like I made 24 bucks, so that's not the actual size I got in at. I didn't actually buy at 11.6. That was probably what my price was, but that didn't necessarily mean I got in. It looks like it can keep going. It's at 11.3. I sold right at 11. I don't know, just felt a bit iffy about it, maybe because I'm recording this. I hope you guys can see this number 5 setup. I did much better holding longer. Maybe if I risked 11, like I said earlier, and actually risked 11, I'd probably still be in the trade. We still have a big bidder here that could push this. The ask is pretty thin compared to the bid. This one can keep going. The issue is that, you know, it's pretty sold off in the pump, so it's kind of sketchy, but the good thing is that this consistently makes number 5 patterns. Let's get into a 5-day chart. We have number 5, 5, 5, and this one could be the beginning steps of another number 5. Issues could be like this. It could have a fake out, drops back again. This one kind of faked out a little. This one looked a lot cleaner, I think. Seemed a bit cleaner, but you know, you always have to worry for that, for fake outs. Actually, let's make this back a 14-day chart. Actually, 10 would be better. Get rid of extended hours. Yeah, we're at 11.4. That's pretty impressive. Probably could have sold better, but not bad considering it's my first trade here. We're using the platform, 24 bucks. And the best part about this is that I didn't pay any commissions. I sold at 11. I think 11 flat. I guess I'll have to look and see what my exact prices were. Yeah, I'll find out what the exact prices were in the time, but this pattern is still working. You know, had I have risked 11, like I said previously, I'd still be in it, and instead of selling at 11, maybe I'd sell at 11.4. But quite frankly, whenever I play something and risk off a certain level, I almost always like have to cut losses because it breaks that level. So it looks like we have a wall here. That's the reason why I think I'll just stick to, even unlisted stocks, selling based off of price action and not necessarily the, you know, the risk level, because it just always cracks it. Until I see that it doesn't do that to me, you know, I'll just play it safe. So yeah, probably could have done better. In theory, could have held even longer. Yeah, so I'm gonna call off the recording for now. Let me see my exact entries and exits and the time as well. Okay, so yeah, to summarize, looking at this, it looks like I bought at 9.40. Oh, nice, it's at 12. Probably would have sold just because it would have scared me when we had that wall of sellers there. 9.40. I bought here in this candle at 10.8. 10.81 to be specific, so pretty low around right here at this candle. And then yeah, I held definitely better. And had I have risked off 11, I don't think I would have been stopped out. No, I mean, it all depends. It's all hindsight now. Very nice now that it's at 12. But I bought at 10.81 right there, and then I sold, where is it, 9.44. So I sold in this candle right here at 11.12. So yeah, right at the bottom of this candle right here. I had a bit of a hiccup, even a wall of sellers at some point, and then now we have a nice breakout. Seems like it's doing it nice. Didn't have a fake out drop unless you count the drop from here. Just a pretty impressive setup. Only traded a very small position, so let's take a look. And the best thing is that I didn't pay any commissions, so I bought at 10.8, and I traded 8,000 shares. So I traded a $864 position. That is very small. I could have traded 9,000. Yeah, I could have traded 9,000 shares and still be under $1,000. Yeah, only 10,000 shares would have brought me above it. So yeah, traded pretty small. Traded it, I'd say pretty well. 10.8. I held much better. Had I have raced 11 again, like I said previously, it probably could have sold at a better price. Yeah, but it could have been much worse. I held longer. I mean, it might not seem much, but I held for 4 minutes, which is a lot longer than, previously I'd only hold for 1 or 2 minutes. 4 minutes is pretty much an improvement, especially here trading a brand new, trading on a brand new platform. I like the platform. It's fine. I wish I could adjust this so I could have like a buy at bid, sell at ask button, so I don't have to mess with the limit price entry. And I think another thing I'll do is I'll just duplicate this window and have like 3 of them. So if I see one that's doing a fake number 5, I switch to another layout. But then if that fake one starts to work out, I already have some time saved in it. Or I can just consider hotkeys, but I'll have to see how that works. If they have a hotkey that sells at the bid, buys at the ask, that'll work fine too. So yeah, this is and of course I'll just have to guess that maybe if I put the quantity here and I press the hotkey, it does it. Otherwise it won't work. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it off for right now. Let's look at EYES. It seems to be trading with some nice volatility. It didn't get sold off at the market open, kind of spiked. Could it sell off now? Sure, but maybe I'll consider this for a higher low. It's already proven itself that it could spike again, and not just spike, but crack this level at 243. Maybe it didn't hold above it, but it still did it. That's pretty impressive. There were some other ones that worked out, I think. Let's just take a quick look. Other number 5 setups. Then in another timeline I traded. ISWH, not good volume, although I like that it's not too sold off. I don't know if I would have traded that, probably not. HQG is down too. This one keeps dropping. You see, this one's pretty dead in the pattern. Now it's just kind of consolidating, not something to trade. ALPP is also down. This one's not really bouncing back. REOS, no volume. Seems to not work on E-Trade here. SIRC, looks like it did one, but I don't think I would have been able to buy into this. This is a very quick move. Probably wouldn't have traded that even if I saw it at the moment. Excuse me. BFCH, no. INTV. I have not been watching a live mastery with Tim, but I will be watching it now. I'll sit down. I have a stand-up desk, but I'll be sitting down and I'll be watching. There was one that he was looking at. I don't know if he traded it, but I noticed that he was looking at it, and it was ENZC. Yeah, this one did it too. Looks like it went from 22 to 24, and then it dropped to 22, and now it went from 22 to 28. Wouldn't have been here for this. I would have missed this likely, but this one worked. I don't know if Tim bought it or not. The only thing I don't like is that it's pretty sold off in the chart. If you look at AABB, it was much nicer. Now that I see it, maybe not. But the thing with AABB is that it consistently makes number 5 setups. Let's see if ENZC does it too. ENZC is actually up on the day now. This one kinda does it, yeah. This one does it, although it's a bit fakey like this one, which is exactly what it did today. Had a bit of a fakey spike there, but yeah. I'm gonna call things off right now. Just continue watching a live mastery. Probably not gonna consider trading unless EYES makes a beautiful inverse head and shoulders, which is not at the moment. So I'm gonna call it off from here. Nice trading with Schwab. The execution seemed very quickly. There wasn't any delays on the platform, but I have to be ready to expect those kinds of issues. I'll have to configure hotkeys to have like a panic button, a flatten out position, cancel all orders or whatever, just to be more prepared the next run. Very thankful to God the pattern worked here with AABB. I just have to keep getting better, and this was a nice trade that did not involve any commissions. Okay, so it is 10:22 a.m. Yeah, I don't think I'll be trading the rest of the day. I'll just continue watching the market mastery, and I'll catch up and see exactly what did Tim trade in the beginning, just to watch from his perspective. MAXD also did a number 5, but this one probably wouldn't have gone into it because it's only the first day, the previous day, that it was up a lot, and it didn't really have the big red candles. It just had two small candles. Didn't like sell off in the morning or something like that. UYES was a very nice breakout. Would have probably looked at it here at 243. I just wasn't there for it. I completely missed it. Very nice. Look, this is very good because I would love to see listed stocks actually not getting sold off, at least not completely sold off before 12 a.m. Just to see some kind of a nice setup that I could trade into. This one in theory made what you can call an up trading inverse head and shoulder. So we got a shoulder, head, and then we have a shoulder here. It might have been faked out here, but this was more like this formed a shoulder much better. Obviously hindsight is 2020, but then by looking at it and then seeing this crack in the 240s, that could have been a very, very nice buy. This was a very nice setup right here with EYES. ENZC was another one. Again, we went over this one. AABB is at 1164, so even though I made profit on this one, I actually didn't pick the best OTC. There were some other ones that did much better. Number 5s sold right here, and I bought at 10.8. My entry was good. My exit probably could have been a little better, but it didn't spike too much. So had it been a better stock, a better performing stock with the number 5 pattern, maybe it would have been better for me to enter it. But that was the case with that. We have other runners like TSMPD, made a very nice spike. Probably would have missed this one if I would have been looking for number 5 setups, just because I think it was, it just had a gap down. It didn't really drop that much. It didn't sell off in the morning, but I'll miss plays like this, but it also keeps me safe from other plays that don't work out. There were, I think another one was BRLL, I think. Very choppy number 5. I think this is one that Tim traded and it didn't work out. I don't know how he traded it or what he was going for, but it's another stock as well. So yeah, I'm just going to call things off right here. I had that nice trade with AABB. I think it's the second time I've traded it, a number 5 pattern. Again, I bought at 10. I bought at 10.8 in this candle right here, the second green candle, and I sold here. Could have held a little longer, sure, but I'm doing better holding, and I'm still gonna stick with selling when I don't like the price action, because that has been consistently what works best for me. And I just had to do that. Now I'm gonna have to hide all my account stuff. I'm not trying to get any hackers here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, AABB was just a very nice setup. Didn't spike too much, but I mean it did something. Best case scenario 10 to 12. So 20% move, and I captured a very small percentage, but I could have traded it better. But I'm still getting better overall. Gonna call it off here. Just a very nice trade. Didn't trade larger because my Schwab account is a cash account. I think I'll be moving my money from TD Media Trade to Schwab, and that will allow me to trade maybe larger position sizes. Maybe I'll make it a cash account, so I'll just trade $1,000 positions. I don't know. I'll have to find the sweet spot. Tax season is coming up next month. I mean, it's already tax season, but I have to pay my taxes. I have a business. I have 1099s. I'll be paying taxes. I'm not getting back money for taxes. I don't have a W-2. I have a lot of money because I made a lot more last year that I have to pay in taxes. So once I have all of that figured out, paid off the taxes, then I'll just redistribute the money into a couple trading accounts, maybe one with Charles Schwab and one with IB, or maybe I'll just stick with Charles Schwab with everything. I'll have to take that into consideration. But yeah, thankful we got another good week. Happy to get in this one. Happy the layout was easy to work with, and given the time I had, I'll look forward to doing hotkeys as well to see how it works with that. And yeah, I'll just call it off right here.